Yo, this collection was so fire. Like, like obviously, I'm Vuja Day like D rider, like day D1 D rider, okay? But I don't think you understand like how excited not only was I about to drop, but excited to like make this video and like show you guys this drop because it's just too good, man. VD is just too good right now. But yeah, that's wow. We're already glazing and it's not even like 30 seconds into the video. Yeah, that's enough glazing, okay? Obviously today I'm gonna show you my participation in the Vuja Day 8 drop. And did we participate? This is by far the most like VD pieces that I've ever picked up together in one sitting. But I don't want you to think that it's like overconsumption or like I'm impulse buying or anything, because I've had this budget set aside for this drop since like September, October of last year, ever since like I first saw the drop. So I knew I needed a lot of the pieces that were in this just because of just like how much it fit with my like aesthetic. Some of these items I kind of went back and forth on, but I am so happy with the pieces that I actually chose to buy. At launch, I was really struggling with a couple of different ones. Not again, I don't mean struggling as in like I didn't know if I wanted to buy them or not. I meant struggling as in I didn't know which one I wanted to buy or not, because, you know, I would have been able to get everything I wanted, but, you know, the Dries jacket kind of happened. So I thought we could do a little bit of like outfit building with my pickups. And I thought that might be, I don't know, a little more interesting than just me showing you the item, kind of like in my first video. So the first pickup that we're going to go over is the Amalia Raw Denim, and he dropped this in two different silhouettes. This is the straight leg, and he also dropped them in a wide leg and a jet black. Now, when the first images of the 8 collection came out, again, like back in September, October, these denim were the thing that got me so excited for this drop. I instantly fell in love with these for two main reasons. One, they were like not like a watered down version of the kimono dyed cargos that I had purchased, but they're obviously a divisor. So if you, again, for the non-Vuja Day fans, Vuja Day has like a silhouette of jeans called the Divisor series. And basically what the Divisor series is are a collection of different types of pants, whether they be cargos or regular denim, and he has like a few different iterations of them at this point. This is pretty much, in my opinion, like the final product of the Divisor. I feel that the pairs before it were very good, but lacked in a certain category for my personal style. I don't mean like I feel the earlier versions were incomplete by any means, but the older Divisor denim, like the straight leg and like this yellow white color, they were, first of all, the color wasn't there for me. They weren't exactly my cup of tea. Again, very personal thing. I know a lot of people that own them, and I really like the way they look on them. Like my boy Andy rocks them really well, but I really did appreciate them from afar, and I really liked how they looked on everyone else. And then he also dropped, like, I can't remember exactly like the order of how the Divisor dropped, but then he dropped it in cargos as well. He had like a wide leg, which I really wanted, but I just wasn't comfortable spending that much money on anything like fashion related at the time, especially something that I couldn't return. And then after that, the kimono dyed Divisor cargos, and those I actually did purchase. It was they were less straight. I think they were slim flared, and I sold those for two reasons. One, I actually wasn't into cargos as much as I thought I was. The other reason was the fit. Again, Vuja Day's sizing charts for pants are kind of RNG, bro. I can't even lie. Not a huge fan of their sizing. I wish they would just use like the actual measurement instead of trying to say something as like a 30 or a 31 or a 32, whatever, because every brand that means something different. I wish they would do like the Essence method and just lay the garment flat, measure the cross of the waist, and then just tell you what that measurement is. And then you'll be able to like know if it fits or not. Because those divisor cargos did not fit. So I had to sell them, which was unfortunate. But again, even if they did fit, I think they were too much for me. They were too flashy. So again, bringing it back to this pickup, trying not to yap too much. The reason why I feel like these are the finished product of the divisor series is because it encapsulates all of the best features of the previous divisor pants, but in a way that is more wearable for, again, me personally. I wanted something that was more muted, but still had that Vuja day quality to them, right? So what I mean by that is like this seam that goes down that is like very frayed and distressed looking. And again, with the divisor split at the bottom, that's kind of like what the whole thing about the divisor is. It's like a split pair of pants. That for me did it. Like, I've been looking for an indigo pair of jeans. The indigo wash was exactly the wash I wanted. I'm not really into super wide leg pants, but I'm also not into slim pants. So, and Vuja Day kind of does exaggerated sizing. So when they say a straight fit, they really mean like, it's like a baggy straight. It's not like, you know, a slim straight fit. Now, these are completely raw denim. They're not washed or anything like that. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the denim process, but basically the threads that were made for this garment were dyed and then put together into like, you know, put together into these pants and were just left to dry in the sun. They were not washed or anything. So these are incredibly stiff. So the way that they fall on my leg will look very different after I wear them a few times. I just haven't had the chance to like wear them out at all yet. So they're gonna fall on my legs a lot differently if you think, you know, some parts of it look kind of funky. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with this pair of denim. I'm gonna wear the hell out of these. They're a 14-ounce Japanese denim and they aren't very heavy. If you guys own like Acne jeans, they're about the same weight as Acne jeans, maybe just a little bit heavier, which is again another thing I didn't love about the cargos. They were extremely heavy and it gets pretty warm in California here, so couldn't really wear them year round. But these guys are going to be a closet staple for sure. And at $400, with how their drop was going, I honestly thought they would be probably like $550, $580 or something like that for like just the detailing alone. So I basically kind of got them on sale if you think about it, because, you know, they were less than what I thought I was going to pay for them. But yeah, let's not get into all that. So next item, we have the Iris long sleeve hybrid tee in, I think they call it Obsidian, but it's like navy, okay? And then this actually isn't a double layered shirt. It is just a 100% cotton t-shirt with 100% cotton, like, I guess, sleeves that are sewn in. But this like stripe that you see here is Cupro, so it has like a very nice contrasting color. He dropped them in 3 other colors. The reason why I liked this one the most, and honestly the second one that got really close for me actually doubling up on, was the dovetail colorway, was because of this Cupro paneling. I feel like if it didn't have that stripe there, it would just be too basic for me. It's like, because the other two was like a gray with the black sleeves and then the black on black, and it was just like too like, I could have made that myself at home, you know? So that little bit of detail definitely kind of did it for me. But again, I'm really in the navy right now. I like pieces that look like I'm layering, but as it gets warmer in California, I don't actually want to layer. So the fact that this isn't a double layered shirt is great for me because I can wear it more times out of the year. I think the way they went about the construction of the shirt, because again, how something fits on your body matters a lot too. Just the way that the garment falls on my body, I really, really like. I feel it's really easy for I don't know what kind of combo to call this, but basically like when you put a t-shirt over a long sleeve, I feel like depending on the fit of not only the shirt over the top, but of course the sleeves too, can make it look a little tacky or make it look too, I don't want to use the word grungy, but if someone knows what I'm trying to say, like, let me know in the comments. But, you know, when you put your own together, it doesn't always fit the way you, at least the way I would envision it to fit. So that's why I normally don't do the double layered setup like this, but I've always wanted to, because I've always liked that look. So that's why I kind of gravitated towards this piece and definitely knew I was going to buy it. But yeah, not too much to say about this one. Like, it's just a solid piece. I feel like this was the item that Vuja Day, again, I'm projecting. I have no insider knowledge or anything like that, bro. Like, I'm not tapped in like that. But like, if like from a consumer standpoint, I feel like this was the item that Vuja Day wanted everyone to buy. They made 4 different colors of them. The price point was like very affordable for a lot of people who are into fashion. And I just feel like it would go with anyone's wardrobe because of the colors that they chose to release. So for exposure reasons, I feel it was really smart of them to make an item like this that everyone was gonna be able to participate in if they wanted to. Almost like, you know, kind of how brands do like their, I don't want to call this a cash cow of Vuja Day, but you know, brands have more entry level, more accessible items like footwear, like accessories, like bags, like hats. So I feel like this was their way of doing that kind of thing, but in like a clothing form, which I think is a really smart plan. Of it. Maybe, look, bro, maybe I'm just overthinking the whole thing. I've been watching way too many deep dive threadication videos and all that kind of stuff, so your boy thinks he's like educated in fashion now. But that's just my like consumerism take on this piece. And again, this fits totally with my whole wardrobe and what like I'm going for right now in fashion. Okay, so next pickup that we have is the classic belt, and I think they're calling this narrow black. All right, so I got a little bit of a rant right now because I'm kind of particular. Like, remember I've told you guys, like, I'm really particular about certain things, especially like with my clothes and everything. So I got like a bone to pick with Vuja Day about their damn belt, okay? Now, aesthetically, it is amazing. It is, I love the buckle, but we'll get into that in a second. I love the buckle. I think the box calf leather, which it's kind of messed up, but I think it's like baby cows, like box calf, I think is what that is. But yeah, the leather, super premium, super smooth. It's gonna patina amazingly, like great. And you know, this item wasn't on sale because it was about the price I thought it was gonna be at 200. I think it was 205, which is cheaper than their excursion belt. Surprising that they would trend backwards a bit, but maybe production got cheaper or something like that. But this belt, man, on body, it's perfect. It has, and I'll show you guys in a second, but I just wanted to like, I have to do a close up to show you why, what my gripe is about this belt. But on body, this belt is sick. It is definitely probably still my favorite belt that I own right now. And one of the biggest reasons why is just aesthetically, it is so pleasing to look at. This big, like, I don't know what to call this, like, because obviously this is the buckle, but whatever this little piece is right here, I love the shape of that. When you put it on your body, so I have a pretty small waist. I think I'm like a true 30 or 31. So this is a one size fits all belt. So as you can see, there are a lot of holes to put, you know what, I'm gonna stop myself before I even finish that sentence. But there's like a lot of perforations, okay, for your adjustments of sizes. And when you put it on, as you'll see like in the next clip when I have it on, there's like a good amount of tail sticking off, and I really like that look right now. Yes, because I saw Kanejima do it and I think it's sick. Like, get off my head, bro, please. You already know I'm a D-rider at this point, okay? But anyways, I really like that look. I feel like I can't find that with a lot of belts because a lot of belts have specific sizing and not one size fits all. And when you think about belts in general, when you think about brands like, I don't know, like, these might be bad examples, but high luxury brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, even like Dries, you're not gonna find a belt for $200 of like really good calf skin leather material and a really, you know, timeless silhouette. Like, try, bro. Go on Essence, go on Matches, go on Nordstrom, whatever you want to go. They're like all 350 plus, okay? So do I think this belt, before I got it in hand, that's the key phrase, before I got it in hand, do I think this belt was overpriced? Absolutely not. I know they get ripped a lot for pricing, but bro, it's luxury fashion. Like, none of this matters anyways. None of this is essential. So whatever you think is a good price is a good price. Don't let someone else tell you that something is overpriced, okay? But the big thing that I mentioned was before I got it in hand. So let me go over to you why I have such a big problem with this belt, especially at $200, okay? So, do you see this buckle, okay? Do you see that little thing? I don't know, I'm sorry guys, I don't know my technical terms, but like, see how it like just flaps around and it's not like very like, is the word taut or tight, whatever, it's like really loose. You can just like kind of flop it around. And then the actual buckle itself, it doesn't feel like plastic, but the best comparison I can make is like if you've had a real chrome heart, ring, pendant, whatever, and you get the fake, the often like duped like ones that you get on like Depop or Grailed or something, and if you've ever felt both in your hands, that like fake metal alloy feeling is exactly what this buckle reminds me of, which I know is super personal. So maybe I'm tripping because I haven't owned a lot of belts in my life to compare them off of. I only have the other two that I'm gonna show you here right now. But yeah, this part doesn't feel very premium. This feels like it was a belt that you found at H&M. And you want to know why I know that's what it feels like? Is because, bro, I have a fucking belt right here that was $15 from H&M, okay? Look, same little, you see how it just flaps around? This little thing? And then this guy, it feels like nothing. It feels like I paid $15 for this belt. So when I pay $205 from Vuja Day, and it has the same floppy mechanic, and it feels just as sturdy as this one, we have a problem, okay? Obviously, the leather part, premium, okay? Well, not on this one, but on the Vuja Day belt, no issues with the leather whatsoever. But if you take another brand like Our Legacy, for example, do you see the tension on this part? Do you see how it feels just way more luxe? Like you can't feel it because again, we don't got Neuralink yet. But like eventually you will be able to. But and this part, this little like the buckle part, so much more sturdy and premium feeling. And like this buckle here. So the metal like furnishings or adornishments, whatever I don't know what the word is. Terrible. Terrible. Like I'd actually use the word terrible. Especially for a Vuja Day product, something that I've never said about any Vuja Day product. All of their stuff has always been so premium, so luxe, feels so good to wear. Now, everything about this belt is perfect, except that. And I feel like when you're paying that much for a belt, it should be perfect. But again, I've never owned a lot of belts. I just want to put it out there and be super transparent, especially if someone else is looking for a belt and they're like a belt connoisseur or whatever, and that would bother them. It bothers me. So just know that. And I'm still going to wear it. I still love it. I think it was still a great buy, but it's just, I want to show you both sides, right? I'm going to be a D1 Ken VD glazer, but I'm not going to be blinded by my glazing to not show you things that I actually have problems with, especially when I spend my money on things that I don't need. I want them to be something that I can, fully enjoy. And while I can still fully enjoy this is one of those things where it's like, I felt like I needed to say. So I know that Vuja Day is probably never going to see this video. Like no staff from Vuja Day is going to see this. I know Ken's probably not going to see this. I mean, if you do, I love you. Hi. But yeah, bro, can we fix this like for future belts? Because this is shit. This doesn't feel good at all. There's no way your whole staff like felt this belt and was like, oh yeah, this feels like I dropped the bag on a belt. Okay, so sorry for my little rant, but maybe that will help someone out there who's really looking at this belt and wants to buy it. Buyer beware. Okay, could be more premium on the metal part, but overall the aesthetic of the belt is fire. And then this is just what the belt looks like on body. See what I mean by the tail? Super fire. Like again, so clean visually. It's just I'm weird. It could just be me, but yeah, super fire belt. Just fix the metal, please. All right. So, lastly, but definitely not least, the heavy hitter, the Ava distressed bomber in steel black. My God, it is the most perfect bomber I have ever seen in my entire life. Full glaze, I don't even care. I actually wasn't even thinking about buying this when I first saw it, just because I was like, do I really need a bomber right now? Like, I don't know. It's just, you know when you like hear an album for the first time, like let's take 2093, right? Any album of your favorite artist, and like the more you listen to it, you hear songs and you're like, damn, I just wasn't listening like the first time, right? Like, and they just hit way harder after the fact. That was like me with this jacket. When it first released, I didn't like, I didn't see myself buying it. Like, I thought it was cool, but like, there were so many other things that I was looking at that were just way more interesting. And I think it was because of the lighting of some of the pictures as well. Because when he did the vlog for this drop, I fell in love. And as I kind of forgot about this jacket and honestly the collection as a whole, because I kind of made my wish list. I put the items that I was most interested in, and then I kind of forgot about it because he kind of went, he kind of went like cold with like all the leaked images and all the promo for the drop as like months went on, as they were like, probably further developing it. And when they came back with all of the promo hyping it up again, dude, I knew I was gonna buy it. Like, I couldn't get out of my mind. It was one of those things where like, did I need it? Probably not, but I didn't want to pass up on it, especially if it sold out and it became like a really sought after item, which it freaking is on Grailed. Like, people were reselling this and the Enzo for like, I think like a rack like the day after, which is crazy. I'm not dropping a rack on anything, okay? So a couple main features of this jacket. I mean, there's a lot to go over. So first of all, I hate traditional bombers. So another reason why I bought the Dries jacket was because it doesn't have that elasticated ribbing and the elasticated collar, and also the sleeves that you would traditionally see in like your typical, is it the MA1 bomber? Is that what it's called? Or the M80 bomber? I can't remember what the exact, like your typical like bomber. Hate the elasticated features of like a traditional bomber. So with this bomber having this, and I'll do like a close-up B-roll in a second, but the leather stand collar first, beautiful. It's beautiful open and it's beautiful closed because there's Kobrax button snap closures, one on the top, one on the bottom, and it really makes it so that you can style it however you would like. The other thing that I like about this jacket is how minimal the front is, but it's not boring because, again, we have the stand collar, we have a very unique design, almost looking like I don't know what the Japanese word for it is, but like a Japanese school uniform when it's fully zipped up. And also the distressing, the Vuja Day design language that is very easily identifiable as Vuja Day now, all throughout the paneling. So again, not just with the details, but with the fit. I mean, have you seen something fit? Like, when's the last time you've seen a bomber fit this good, right? On someone, and like, I know I'm gassing it right now, but like, again, we've talked about it. Elongated sleeves, right? Kind of slim. It's kind of slim fitting, honestly, but like not too tight. But I like that. I like the smaller top, bigger pant. Perfect crop length, not crazily cropped, but right above or right at the waist. Just a really solid, really well-made jacket. Great silhouette. Perfect for my aesthetic. Perfect for me. Big reason why I like this so much too is, again, it looks good. It looks really good open. You can do this with the Kobrax snap. Now, one thing with me and my collar always gets stuck, so I have to pull it out, but that's not too big of a deal. So if you want to hit like a little layering piece and wear something else underneath to have it poking through right here, you can have it that way. And then the full zip. Oh, and these zips, by the way, these Lampo fasteners. Can you see that? There we go. Dude, they're amazing. So buttery. So, zipped all the way up. And then you just take the Cobra. Bro, who is calling my line? All right, and you pull up the collar because my collar always falls when I snap them together. But then, hopefully you can see this on camera. And then you have the that Japanese school uniform kind of vibe, which just gives it a whole, another crazy added element. Can you see this? Yeah. So like, come on, bro. Like let's give him his flowers. This is fire. Okay. Like let's give him his flowers. This is fire. But yeah, super versatile. You can even layer with that. I even throw my Dries jacket over it because I was like feeling myself extra one day, and that was a whole kind of vibe. But yeah, so many different ways you can wear this. So many different occasions. Absolutely love it. So worth the price point. I think it was like $7.25 or something. And again, now it's on Grailed for like a ridiculous amount. I think the medium. This is a medium. I keep forgetting to tell you what size I got and everything. No, I think I told you the large. This is a one size fits all. Oh, the shirt underneath is a medium. So the iris long sleeve, this is a medium as well. And then the bomber is a medium. I'm pretty sure the medium is extinct on Grailed. I have not seen the medium come through yet. And maybe for this one as well, these two sold out really fast. A lot of the things in this drop sold out extremely fast. To some, this might be a lot, and to others, this might not be a lot for, you know, pickups or whatever. But each of these items really takes some of my favorite outfits just to that higher level. And that's kind of like how I like to consume with clothes. I like going at a slower rate and really enjoying my clothes before I decide to sell and move on from them, if I even decide to, because some of these pieces obviously may never leave my wardrobe. But when you spend that time with your clothes and you wear the same thing over and over and over again, and it hits, you know, really well, and then you introduce that one new thing and it adds that new dynamic, man, it just takes it over the top. So obviously altogether it makes a really good fit. But I mean, taking this bomber and mixing it with certain pants like the Acne pants that I have, taking these pants and mixing it with some of the sweaters and some of the bombers like the Dries bomber that I have, and obviously the shirt can just be worn with anything. It's super amazing. So I don't think I'd be doing this jacket justice if I didn't do an up-close B-roll really quick before I log off. But like, look at that beautiful leather stand collar. We have the distressed paneling throughout. Let me show you the sleeves. So like, dude, that detailing is just insane. And then just the singular front pouch, really clean. Again, Riri zips. Or I'm sorry, not Riri, Lampo, my bad. That was a different thing. Lampo zips, really sick. We have the Cobrax snap closures, one on the bottom, one on the top. And then the inside, I actually didn't talk about this. So like there was a big inspiration for him, for Ken, I mean. He didn't, like, not as a reference point, obviously, but like as like, I don't know, he was talking about bedding a lot, like how he wanted things to feel like you were wrapped up in a comforter or like a blanket. And this 100% Cupro lining, I mean, my God, it is the most comfortable lining that I've ever put like on my body, for sure, without a doubt. And it's like through the whole jacket. You can actually even wear this inside out, and it kind of looks like a Margiela jacket, which the only reason why I said that was because I heard Ken and his friends say that in his vlog. So like, don't think I'm a fashion ninja whatsoever. But now after I was told that and was influenced by that, and I started looking at Margiela jackets, I was like, oh yeah, I can totally see it. Will I wear this inside out? Probably not, because I don't want to like cut out the wash tag or whatever. But I've seen people on Instagram too wear it inside out, and it is pretty dope. And it is weird because Jason said this too in one of his videos, but it does fit low-key a little bit better, like around like the shoulder area, because it is not tight, but you know, not the roomiest jacket. It does fit a lot better inside out, which is really strange. But yeah, this jacket, this is a grail for me. Like, I don't think I'm selling this jacket ever in my life, especially with how attached I am sentimentally to this brand. I really, 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 really cannot tell you how much I love this collection and how much I love this jacket. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I tried, hopefully when I go through editing this shouldn't be like a crazy long video. It was never my intention to make super long styled YouTube videos. I just, at the start, didn't really have like a big affinity towards like editing. I thought it would be really like laborious and kind of like a chore, but it's actually kind of fun. So I might experiment a little bit more into like editing styles, but again, I do like these formats to be more conversational. Like I'm just talking to a friend about fashion, because that's kind of videos that I like to consume, and that's kind of like what I plan on doing with this channel. But yeah, I think when I do pickup videos, because again, not every video is going to be a pickup video. Again, I'm not an over consumer. I'm never going to buy something just so I can post it. I'm only ever going to show you guys things that I was going to buy anyways. And I just started this channel at a good time in terms of my schedule or calendar of buying things. Like I was already planning on getting a lot of these things, minus that Dries jacket. That was a crazy impulse purchase. But yeah, so for pickup videos, I don't mind making like 45, 50-minute yap sessions. But in general, I feel like it's a little bit more digestible for everyone to make, just a little bit shorter videos. So for this one, I kind of wanted to do a little bit more concise and to the point type of video, but you know, we had a little rants and little yaps here and there. So we'll be back soon with another video. I feel like I'm gonna do a spring styling styled video with like a little bit of a creative twist soon, where I kind of show you, it's almost like a wardrobe tour, but what I would wear in spring here where I live in California. It's been a little bit colder. So that could be a little bit interesting because I know a lot of people have been asking for a full closet tour. So maybe I will just do a what I'm kind of wearing at the moment type of video up next. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this one. I'm like, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know how excited I was about this drop. So for this one, I decided actually not to spoil what I got in the second part or the second drop of the Vuja Day 8 collection. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know how hard that probably was for me because of how badly I wanted to spoil the first haul. So it was really hard for me sitting on these items for about a week and not showing anyone. I didn't even show Instagram, so everyone here was the first to see it. Besides some of my homies in my DMs, okay? You guys know who you are. And shameless plug, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.